and welcome back to Reactioncast. It's your host Jesus, aka Tyrant Dominus, here to give you another movie review. This time around, we're going to be talking about Creed 3.
You're the best pound for pound fighter in the world. 3 years ago. It's been a minute since you've been out in these streets.
When I walked away from boxing, I walked away with some unfinished business.
So this film, once again, is starring Michael B. Jordan. Once again, another wonderful performance. And this is one of the few films where I'll be honest, like right off the bat, it's my least favorite of the Creed films. And it's not to say that it's a bad film. It's just not as appealing as the first two, in my opinion. It was a good film. I enjoyed watching it, but we'll get into some of it, and then you'll see where I'm coming from. So, just to kind of simplify without spoiling anything, the plot of the film is Adonis Creed, played by Michael B. Jordan, is officially retired, being with the family and the wife, and he's kind of just doing the more of the coaching and kind of the support of his boxing studio and stuff like that, and improving the next generation. And that's kind of where he's at in the beginning of the film. And then you get the return of a former friend slash brother, and this kind of puts a spin to the film. Your kind of classic friend was locked up, you were somewhat the fault of it, and he ended up in jail for X amount of years, and he's back, wants a chance for a title, things like that. So the plot is pretty straightforward, so there's really nothing too much to kind of devise from that. It's a fairly straightforward film. Not to say that it's a bad plot. It was pretty straightforward. I didn't really see any issues with the plot, the way the story flowed. Pretty simple. There is one moment where it just kind of felt like they needed at least one more scene or two where it could have increased the kind of tension. Besides that, the rest were pretty standard for what you get with these types of films. You get some really, really nice fight scenes. The finale, I would say for here, they do some very interesting cinematics for it, and I'm wondering, it was interesting, it was dynamic. I understood what they were trying for, and it just didn't hit 100% for me, but it was interesting. Like I said, overall it's a really nice film. It's a nice film. The for the most part, I didn't really see any major nitpick negatives. It just wasn't as exciting to watch the movie. It was very intense at moments here and there. There was some interesting development to some of the characters, but yeah, it just wasn't 100% for me, and I think that's really it, because the rest of the film, the score, the music, pretty good. I liked it. Some of the conflict was in there was, like I said, pretty standard, so it wasn't really surprising, and there was not really anything that upped what you see sometimes. It was pretty average. I don't know, it just didn't, you felt it, but it was I've seen it enough times where I'm okay, I get it. So I don't know, it's just weird. Maybe it's just for me, I've seen films and shows where they have this dynamic, and it just didn't hit as hard. There was another part of the film that kind of hit a little harder, but yeah, besides that, yeah, overall, yeah, I enjoyed the movie. Fun film. Nothing really more to say. Like I said, there's really nothing really negative. yeah, there's nothing super negative about it, but it just wasn't as enjoyable, and I'm a little bit disappointed because I believe this is the final film in the franchise, and I'm fine with it. Like, it was a nice film to end it. I didn't need anything more. Oh, I didn't know Michael B. Jordan also directed this film. Okay, interesting. So yeah, those are my thoughts. I'm gonna give Creed 3 a 7 out of 10. Like, it was a fine film. It just could have been a little bit more. I don't know what I would add to it just to add a little bit more intensity to it. Yeah, it's just, there could have been some more background for some characters, some returning characters as well. But yeah, there's yeah, it's just, yeah, 7 out of 10. I'll leave it at that. I'm pretty content with that. Like I said, it's my least favorite Creed film, but still a reasonably good Creed film. All right, let me know your thoughts on this film. Leave it down below in the comments if you're watching this on YouTube, or leave it down if you're listening to it on Spotify or Anchor. So, thanks again for listening. Until next time, see ya. See ya. See ya. See ya.